Hello everyone, this is Shweta Negi and welcome to you my YouTube channel Experience the Maths. And in this video we are going to understand about the statistic different level, how we collect the data, how we represent the data. Ninth class, chapter 14. So in the previous video we have learned about how we collect the data, and there are two different type of data. First is primary data and second is secondary data. So now the observer and the collector, means who are collecting the data, is collected the data. Now next step is how we should present the data so it can be more understanding or more meaningful. So next step in statistic, representation of data. As the collection work is over, next step is present the data in the meaningful way. Means when we collect the data, it is in our raw form. Now we have to represent our data in that way. So when we will provide this data to someone for any research or for any decision making, so it will be in the meaningful way, or it should be easy understandable. So there are two different type of way to represent the data. And one more point to represent the data is represent its main features. Main feature means suppose we have collect the data, and we have collect the data of a district population, but we want to focus only on the children in group age group of 0 to 14 years. That means in that case we will emphasize our representation of data, the student of or children of 0 to 14-year-old. So with the help of representation of data, we can represent its main feature. Whose main feature? Data's main feature. And second, next, why we represent the data? For future use purpose. Means suppose we have collect the data and we are keeping it in a raw form, so it is we cannot use in the future. So we have to maintain the data, we have to represent it a very well form. So if we want to use that data in future, we can easily understand it, what is the data and why we have collected this data. Representation of data in, we can represent the collective data in the tabular form, in which we make the table, frequency table, telemarks table. And the second is pictorial form, pictorial or graphical form. In this we represent our data in the graphical or pictorial form. In the graph there are bar graph, histogram, frequency polygon, pie chart. So there are different way to represent the data. Now in the representation of the data, first is tabular form. So in tabular form we will make telemarks table and frequency table. So this we will learn how we will make the frequency table formation. So first we have to understand what is the frequency. So frequency of any observation is how many times our data is repeating or occurring. Means how many time the same observation is repeating in the overall data. Okay, so we will understand this definition with the example. Okay, let's suppose we have the marks of 10 student in maths out of 20. Means 10 student scored these marks out of 20. So number of students are 10. First student suppose 19, 11, 13, 11, 10, 19, 17, 10, 15 and 17. So these are the marks which scored by the different 10 students. Now we have to represent this data in the tabular form, or tabular form is in a frequency table. Frequency, as I told you, how many time a data is repeating. So first I am starting with 10. So 10. So marks here it is, and here it is frequency, means how many time 10 is repeating. So how many time 10 is in the given observations 10 and 10, it is 2 times 10 and 10. So 2 is 2 times. Next is 11. So how many times is 11 obtaining? 2 times again. 19, again this 19 and this 19, again 19 is repeating 2 times. So the frequency of 19 is 2, frequency of 11 is 2, frequency of 10 is 2. Now next is 13. 13, how many time 13 is? Only 1 time. Then 15, how many time 15 is there? Only 1 time. So 15 is only 1 time. Now comes to 17. 1 time 17 is here, 1 time 17 is here. So how many times 17 is there? 2 times. So this is the frequency table of 10 student who scored marks out of 20. So this is called the frequency table formation. Means we are representing a data according to their frequency, means according how many times the particular data is repeating. That is called the frequency. Okay, now one thing you can check our answer, how the sum of the total frequency 2, 2, 2, 6, 7, 8 and 9, 10. Total number of frequency, sum of frequency should be equal total number of observations. So total number of observations are 10 and sum of frequencies is equal to 10. That means we have make the correct frequency table. Okay, so sum of the frequency will be equal to the total number of observations. So this is called the frequency table distributions. So children, here we can see when we are representing this data, it is in ungrouped form. It is not in a grouping. Means we are not making the grouping. 10 is individual 2 times. 11 again is individual 2 times. Because we have this is called the ungrouped data. Means we are not grouping it. Okay. And suppose why we make the group and ungrouped? So only how many observation we have? Only 10 observation we have. So 10 observation easily can be represented in the ungrouped data form or ungrouped frequency table form. But suppose this is 10. If the number of students are 100, so in that case we have to make the grouped frequency table. Now in the next video I will explain it how we will form the grouped frequency table for the given observations when the observations are so many. So in that case we will form the grouped frequency table.